So how deadly is heroin? The drug claims the lives of 18 people a week in Ohio. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control. Recovering from drug addiction can be a long and painful process. And tonight, a Valley woman opens up about her addiction and getting clean. Here's 27 First News reporter Dan Marcel.
According to the CDC, heroin use has increased in the United States across all ages and all income levels, and it's more than doubled in the last decade. It can also be one of the hardest drugs to recover from. I spoke with a recovering addict to hear her story. This is Ashley Briner. The 28-year-old lives in Newton Falls. She's the mother of 2 young boys. She's also a recovering heroin addict.
By 13, I was socially using almost on an everyday basis. By 16, cocaine. 18 to 20, I was pretty hooked on painkillers. Then by 24, 25, I was on heroin.
Heroin is among the most addictive drugs. Targeting receptors in the brain, it gets the user addicted until it's all they can think about. Jeff Solik of the Mahoning Valley Drug Task Force says heroin is incredibly dangerous.
It's a very gripping drug, so once you use it, you're hooked.
It made me happy, it made me carefree, it made me fearless.
In all of her time using, Ashley was never arrested. She got drugs from friends or friends of friends. At some points, using more than $100 worth of drugs in a single day.
I think my whole family knew, but they weren't sure. They knew something was going on. I was dropping weight, very agitated all the time. Would do any and everything to avoid them at all costs, unless I needed something.
Then, in 2012, after more than a decade of drug use, Briner decided to get help. She asked her mother to pick up her 2 sons and checked herself into the Trumbull Memorial Hospital.
While I was in addiction, I was living in hell, and I didn't think that anything could break me away from that.
Kelly Congdon is the director of Discovery House Treatment Center in Farrell. Congdon has worked at the center for 15 years. She says she knows that every time someone walks through that door, they are at their lowest point.
We see people that are defeated. We see people that are crying, that are very depressed, people that are at a loss. They don't know where to go. They don't know who to turn to.
For 18 months, Briner worked to recover. The process took her from rehab to different recovery assistance homes that let her sons live with her.
I literally had to learn how to walk, talk, shower, everything without dope. So it was like being born all over again.
And Briner's message to people struggling now with drug addiction?
If you're thinking about getting clean, just do it.
Ashley is now a primary parent partner with the Trumbull County Children's Services. That means she is now the person that she would have needed when she was going through recovery. She also received the Public Children's Service Family of the Year Award. And when I asked her how it felt to receive the award, she said she never thought she would be recognized for doing something good. In the studio, Dan Marcel, WKBN 27 First News.
There are a number of resources available for people struggling with drug addiction, as well as support for families. Help Hotline is one of those resources, and so are the local county boards of mental health and recovery. We have posted links for all these resources for you over on WKBN.com.